for this episode, I thought, sorry, I just went like straight into speaking. For this episode, I thought it would be really interesting. It would just be probably better. Sorry, my hair. It would just be better to like watch something and like translate it like from English to Punjabi just to see how funny it would sound. And what better option than to translate a scene from Harry Potter, because like everybody knows Harry Potter. You can actually already watch Harry Potter in Hindi, I believe, and Hindi and Punjabi do have a lot of similarities, but I thought it'd be really interesting. I'm just going to do a short scene and we'll see how it goes, and I'm going to try and give some like context clues. So it's going to be a lot of like pausing and like stopping and starting, and I'm going to try my best to try and add some subtitles. Again, sorry if there's any spelling mistakes in advance. I've already said that my Punjabi reading and writing is quite weak, so I will like do my best. And again, I feel like I don't need to preface this like every time, but I'm going to say it now anyway, is the way I speak is a bit like different because of the area that like my family originates from and the way they speak it, and also the fact that I don't speak like Shuddh Punjabi. So Shuddh means like pure. So I'm going to do that, and I'm also, like I said, going to give some context like clues and like how things will be a little bit different. What am I talking about? I've pulled up a script. So I think the script should match the movie, but I'm going to play the movie, pause and stop and start, so you'll hear it in the background. And we're just going to go through like how you would say that. I'm not going to put on any accents or anything because I'm already cringy enough. I don't need to add to my cringe factor. And I got hot, so I had to take off my jumper. If you're wondering, yes, this video is filmed completely consecutively, directly after the previous one, but I got hot in the middle because my heating doesn't turn off for some reason. Anyway, I also realise, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's just go. So let's get started. सारे जाने अपना पॉपकॉर्न ले आओ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ हैरी पॉटर देखिए. Nice. One iconic movie. I love it. So this is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Up. Get up. Okay, so pausing already. Up. If you put up into Google Translate, it will say uppar because it doesn't understand the context clue. So here you're saying up, get up. So you wouldn't say uppar because we're not going upstairs. You're telling someone to get up. So it will be otja. I'll put it in here as well. It will be otja, and she's not saying it politely either. Now. This wasn't in the script, so I didn't see this one. Now means like right, like hune, right now. The little cretin's about to come charging down the stairs, isn't he? I love this movie. It's not my favourite Harry Potter though. Oh. Also, why does he say that? Like, nobody in English goes around walking, like, nobody in England goes around, wake up, cousin. Like, you don't call your cousin like that. That's really rare. Anyway, he says, wake up, cousin, we're going to the zoo. So he's saying jag ja. However, Harry is younger than Dudley, I believe, if that's accurate. So Dudley would probably just call him Harry. So it'd be like, he'll be like, jag ja Harry, or like, Otja Harry, you could say again, get up, but wake up is Jagja Harry, because like I said, Harry's younger, so Harry would probably be the one who would have to speak respectfully to Dudley and would call him like Baji or like Bra, whatever. So it'd probably just be that. And then we're going to the zoo. Now, first of all, zoo is like really niche. So I had to really think about it, and like I had to ask my grandma, and then I confirmed with Google Translate. And my grandma was a bit like, she didn't even really know what a zoo was. She was just janwar andar rakhde, and I was like, yeah. She goes, I don't know. And then I checked on Google Translate, and apparently a zoo is a chiriyaghar, but isn't that a birdhouse? Like not a birdhouse, but like a place where there's birds. But we're just gonna go with it. So it would probably be like Jagja Hari Appa or Asi Chiriyaghar. I would say Challeya. Again, this is where everything is going to be muddled, because you could say Jareya, but to me that's like a bit like almost falling into Hindi territory for me personally. That's not how I would say it. So it'd be like Jaag Jahari Apa Chiriyaghar Challeya. Also, can we just take a minute to note that like Harry with like a Desi accent would be Hari. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but it's funny to me. I thought that was hilarious. Also, these guys need to sort their house out. If he's jumping on stairs, why is there little like dust falling from the ceiling? What a little dungar he is. Okay, so Petunia's flipping sweating over her son. So birthday is Janamdin. Although I can't lie, in my house we just say birthday, but with a like a Padesi accent, we say Bathre. Even my BB says it, Bathre, like that. So it'd be Janamdin ala Munda Agya. So Munda is boy and Agya has come.
Birthday, son.
Oh, cute. The dad's saying happy birthday. So we like Janamdin Mubarak, and then you can say pot, putter. There's like many like pet things that you can say. Yeah. Is this gonna get boring? Like me just doing.
Why don't you just cook the breakfast and try not to burn anything? Yes, sir.
So again, she's older than Harry, and she's not really trying to be nice. So normally, and I would suggest that you learn it this way because it's better, is you'd say like tusi for you, but she's oh I got scared. Okay, just put this on one side. I will, because that's like a more formal, polite way of saying it. But she again is trying to be rude, and Harry is a lot younger than her, so she's more likely to say, like, tu khana bana, and is so. If you want to say it formally, it's ate, but people don't really use that. I've never seen people use that like unless they're trying to be formal. So I guess the best thing for her to say would be like tu khana bana or paka de, ta luna de. I'd say ta rather than ate. But again, I'm saying it in a very like I'm speaking a very colloquial form of Punjabi, not like very pure form. So it'd be. I feel like I'm just gonna ramble a lot, but there's a lot of back and forth with this because again, it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. So, you can say breakfast, many words, nashta, khana. I would say khana, just food. And then there's banade or banala or pakade, pakala. So it really just depends on like what area you're from, what you're used to saying. But in my colloquial way, I would say tu khana banade, taluna de. Don't burn it, big man.
Petunia.
Yes, Aunt Petunia. So, yes, formal, because he's younger. He'd say Hanji. And then that's his mum's sister. So that your mum's sister is your Masi. So you can say the name. Hanji Petunia Masi. That sounds so funny.
Everything to be
Perfect for my Dudley special day. I told you I knew the words to this. So it'd be she's saying कि मैं चाਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ कि ਮੇਰੇ Dudley ਦੇ ਖਾਸ ਦਿਨ ਤੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੰਘੇ or ਹੋਵੇ, so like passes by nicely. Again, these are all things that like you'll learn over time and you'll pick them up. A lot of people, especially like people that I know, they actually understand Punjabi quite well. They're just so hesitant to speak it, and I just really think you shouldn't be, because like how else are you going to learn? So some people have anxiety or like social anxiety, so they don't want to be told that they're saying it wrong. So I'm really sorry if you're like that, but sometimes you need to be corrected, because if you're not corrected, how will you ever know? Maybe if you're getting corrected all the time, that's a bit too much. But here we go, he's going to ask for his
Coffee boy.
Bring me my coffee, boy. So, hurry up, shitty card. That one's really important. I feel like I hear people say that all the time. My mom all the time, shitty card, shitty. So, shitty card, come quickly, like, hurry up. Meri coffee leke aa. Bring my coffee. I don't really think there's a Punjabi word for coffee. If there is, you can tell me. He says boy. So, you'd probably have to rearrange this sentence entirely. This is where translation comes in, because you wouldn't really say sheti kar meri coffee leke aa mundaya. You could, but it probably wouldn't flow as well as saying sheti kar mundaya meri coffee leke aa. So you'd move the boy to after the sheti kar bit. And now he's going to say. Now, Uncle Vernon is Aunt Petunia's husband. Aunt Petunia is Petunia Masi. So that makes Uncle Vernon a Masar. So this is going to be Hanji Vernon Masar. Okay? We're going to have to go through family trees as well. So she's just showing him the presents. And she's like, aren't they amazing? Now, the actual translation of this is just a bit cringy. So I'm not even going to bother trying to tell you what it would be, because you just wouldn't really say it like that. So you just be like, she'd probably be better off saying something like Akinna Badiya, or Vadiya, if you want to say it. However, that B, V is very similar. That's like, it's like that in a lot of Asian languages. You use like the same letter. But this, in Punjabi, you don't use the same letter, but they're like interchangeable depending on what area you're from. So I would say Badiya, but some people would say Vadiya. So be like, she would say, Akinna Vadiya. And he's not looking too impressed. Kinne.
How many are there?
Kinne. And then he says there's going to be 36. Karke on api ginne. On gonna shattiya, so 30. I'm really bad with numbers. That's another thing I need to learn. It takes me a minute. So there's shatti presents, 36 presents. That on aap ginneya. He counted them himself. But
36, but last year I had 37.
so he's saying shatti, but pichle saal ta mere ko 37 si. So last year he had 36 presents, but 37 presents. But this year he's only getting 36. That's not boding well.
Well, some of them are quite a bit bigger than last year.
And now the dad's saying ki ais saal, saying haan, he's agreeing. He did have 37 last year. He had 70 last year, and there's only 30 this year. But ais wari, this time, kei tohfe is gifts. Pichle saal nalo badde ya. So, or vadde, whatever. I say badde, but whatever.
How big they are?
ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਫਰਕ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਉਨੇ ਹੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਆ. ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਉਹਨੂੰ 37 ਮਿਲੇ ਸੀ, ਇਸ ਸਾਲ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ 37 ਮਿਲਦੇ. He's fuming.
And this is what we're going to do.
Spoiled.
He said, when we go out, we're going to buy you 2 new
Not her.
dresses.
ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ, she's trying to sort it all out now. Don't worry, ਫਿਕਰ ਨਾ ਕਰ. ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਲਈ 2 ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣੇ ਆ. ਫਿਰ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੋ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਣੇ ਆ. ਪਿਛਲੀ ਵਾਰ 37 ਮਿਲੇ ਸੀ, ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ 38. You know what I mean? One more, one extra has come, jumped. Harry's having his evils.
How's that pumpkin?
Now they're going outside. This always cracks me up.
I'm warning you now, boy. Any funny business, any at all, and you won't have any meals for a week.
So he's giving him a warning. Again, you probably wouldn't say the word warning, because the word warning is like quite formal. You say chetavani, but he's more likely to say ki main tenu hana dasda ya, like I'm telling you now. So again, you wouldn't use the word for warning. You'd use more of a different phrase that may have said the same thing. So you'd be like, oh, what did he say? I'm warning you now. Any funny business tour, you're not going to get any meals for a week. So he'd be like, मैं तेनू हुण दसदा आ कि कोई पुट्ठे काम नहीं मैं चाहना. जे किते कोई पुट्ठे काम तेनू हफ्ते बार खाना नहीं मिलना अंदर बार get in और आप पहुंच गए of reptile house. I love going to the zoo. I just went to the zoo recently. It was great.
Make it move.
Oh, what a little dungar. What do you mean make it move? The thing is, the way I'm about to translate it sounds a bit politer than how he's saying it. But I would say, onu kya hell, but you're not telling it. You're just trying to make it move. I already know how you're going to get a snake to move, big man, you dungar, but whatever. He goes, move.
Move!
Hell, you really shouldn't do that. Oh, ਉਹ ਸੁੱਤਾ ਪਿਆ ਆ. He's boring.
Sorry about him.
He ਮਾਫੀ ਮੰਗਦਾ ਆ, so he's like, oh. ਉਹਦੇ ਹਿੱਸਿਓਂ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਫੀ ਮੰਗ ਲੈਂਦਾ, like, I'll ask for apology on his way. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਆ, ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆ. ਬਸ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਿਟੇ.
Watching people press their ugly faces in on you.
Whenever someone says ugly face, I remember that Peppa Pig meme, that Peppa Pig YouTube video, whatever. I actually have it saved on my phone. It's hilarious. I feel like I have to play it. It's the first video on my camera roll. I pretty much refused to delete it. The amount of times that I've like cleared storage from my phone, I refuse. It literally, I'm not even joking, the top one. Guys.
I love Johnny Walker. ਬੇਬੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਪਿੰਡਾ ਦੁਖਦਾ ਤੇ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਭੈਣ ਚੋ ਖਾਂਸੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਵੀ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੈ ਹਾਏ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਕੋਰੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਬੁੱਥਾ ਵੀ ਗੰਦਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਿਆ ਹੈ
Ganda jiha, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like they're saying that she looks ugly, basically. Ganda hoya hai. And then, but wait till you hear what the doctor or what he says to the doctor, or what the doctor says to him. I think it's what he says to the doctor.
ਸਸਰੀਕਾਲ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਕਲ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਭਰਥੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੈਚਅਪ ਮਿਲਾਤੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ
He's saying it looks like somebody's put ketchup in like aloo bataung, or like in a parta.
ਤਰਸੇਮ ਸੀ ਸਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਸ਼ਕਲ ਲੱਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਮੱਝ ਦਾ ਗੋਬਰ ਵੀ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਦਿਖਦਾ
He's saying that his cow's poo looks better.
ਆਲੇ ਬਲੈਕ ਲੇਬਲ ਦਾ ਕੋਟ ਬਾਹਰ ਤੱਕ ਖਿੰਝ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ
Butta kol.
ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਭੈਣ ਚੋ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਗਈ
I love it. It's iconic. They go and jump in muddy puddles. Yeah. This is hilarious. We're almost near the end of the scene that I'm going to do, but I feel like I haven't really done a good job translating, but it's actually really funny, like, when you think about it.
Can you hear me?
Tenu sonada ya?
It's just, I've never talked to a snake.
मैं कदे सप नाल गल नहीं कीती अगे.
I mean, do you talk to people often?
तू लोकां नाल
You're from Burma.
अगे भी गल कीती and then he's asking where he's from. तू बर्मा तो
Is
आ?
it nice there?
ਉੱਥੇ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਸੀ?
Do you miss your family?
How do you say this? ਤੈਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ? ਦੱਸ ਪੇ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਦੇ. ਚੇਤਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਆ? Bred in captivity.
That's me as well.
ਮੈਂ ਵੀ.
I never knew my
ਮੈਂ
parents.
ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਾਂ ਪਿਓ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ. ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੰਮੀ ਡੈਡੀ ਆਇਆ ਆ ਦੇਖ ਲਾ ਸਭ ਕੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ. See, I'm getting ahead of the script now. And then on deck, hi. I'm sorry, if this happened to me, I would wet myself. I would die. He's lucky the sage snaped him. He says, Shukriya. He's going to say thanks. And then he goes, Shukriya.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Jado marji. Whenever, big man. Sappa! And then he's just going to say like, Mom, Mommy, because the glasses come back. My darling, mera pota. Harry really shouldn't have been laughing because that's giving Dungar kam immediately. Putte kam. He's getting roasted. Hon khana nahi milna hafte par. Also, what a little dramatic boy Dudley is. Oh, ਉਹਨੇ ਬਾਲ ਖਿੱਚੇ.
I swear I don't know. 1 minute the glass was there and then it was gone. It was like
Sorry, I'm not even translating this part. I've just started watching the movie now. Anyway, so I hope that made a little bit of sense, but also I hope I didn't scare anyone with how complicated it will be. But I recommend that if you're actively actually trying to learn Punjabi, like whenever you watch like whatever you normally watch, I know a lot of people watch TikToks now, so it's not going to be the same, but like when you watch, like for example, if you're watching House of Dragon or Bridgerton, like every now and again just think, how would you say this in Punjabi? And slowly you'll start you'll start picking it up. Because that's how like kids learn. Kids, like when you're young, that's how you learn how to speak English. It was other people would say things, and like I still correct my cousins in English to now. Like she's young and she says something like, well, I can't even think of anything off the top of my head, but sometimes she'll say something and we have to correct her to the correct English pronunciation. It's the same kind of thing, but if you don't want to be corrected by other people, just correct yourself. Like when you're watching a TV show, it doesn't have to be the whole TV show, just like one line. Like pick one line and just be like, how would I say this in Punjabi? And just practice that. And a lot of times it will be something that you can actually use. I mean, I don't know how well you're going to use zoo, but you could say, like, I'm warning you now. Like, that's pretty thing. Like, I'm telling you now. That would be great if you got, like, people who are younger than you that you're trying to warn, or like if you've got a kid or whatever, or like a younger sibling, like, like, I'm not tolerating any. You could like add in a word here and there, and then it becomes all thingy. And people are like, whoa. I've just realised this camera's been bent this whole time. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was it for this one. I might pick other things to do it for, maybe a completely different show or movie, or maybe a continuation from this, because I love watching Harry Potter. But then I start watching the movie and I get a bit distracted. But yeah, that's it for now. Meri salah manno, and next time you watch anything, just one sentence, try and translate it yourself. You'll be surprised at how much you might already know, especially if you're not a complete beginner where you don't know a single word of Punjabi. If you know certain words, or you're okay with like understanding what other people are saying, it will all work out. Anyway, I'm hot now. I'm gonna eat. Minu bhukh lagi. Bye.